Alright, here we are. Boyle Valley Rail Trail in St. Jonsbury. It is 7:36 in the morning. Probably can't see that. 7:36 in the morning. Already been up. Did my stretching first thing. Nice big bowl of oatmeal and fruit. I'll get into that later. I want to get going here soon, but I wanted to get touched with the sign. There it is. St. Jonsbury Rail Trail, or trailhead for the lamoille Valley Rail Trail. There's about where I'm going. First leg will be to Danville. Today, my end goal is to go to Hyde Park, which should be approximately, the GPS said 13 hours and 36 miles. The wife dropped me off this morning. And my time limit is at 8 p.m. 2000 hours tonight. So wherever I make it, that's where I communicate with the wife, and she is going to pick me up wherever I make it to. The goal is to get to Hyde Park. I'm going to start off with a nice brisk walk first to get warmed up. So my gear, my kit that I have on, loaded out with hopefully 12 hours of water, 2 canteens, an Nalgene, Camelback. That should be about a gallon worth of water. I think I brought 6 or 7 gel packs that I made last night. 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch. So I'll check in along the way and up to the first obstacle. I really wouldn't say an obstacle, but it's pretty cool. Oh, somebody didn't pay their light bill. Only half the lights are on. Oh, maybe it's my sensors. Oh, yeah, they are. Interesting. And there we go. First, quote unquote, obstacle, I will call it. Check in along the way. So, I'm extremely curious about these whole skeleton deals, because here, these skeletons like these, not just like little baby skeletons, I mean giant skeletons like that have been popping up all over the state. I have no idea why. This is just like a funny thing people are doing, or their meaning behind it. It's not leftover from Halloween. It's not like Halloween decorations or anything. I mean, you think it would be. But for work, I drive all over the state, and from one side to the other, granted Vermont is not that big compared to most states, but from one side to the other, I'm seeing all the skeleton decorations in people's yards. If you're interested to know what that is all about. I mean, one or two would be coincidence, but I've seen like a handful in just the past month or so, all over the place. There's got to be some further meaning behind it, I would suspect. Anyway, back to my walkabout. So last year, I tried doing this at the beginning of the summer, and I got from the trailhead to that bridge, which 15-minute walk, and it was closed. A lot of the rail trail is now just opening up. You know, I was reading last night, it was about 2005, 2006 time frame that the state of Vermont finally secured funding for the rail trail. I think it was like 1.5 million or something like that. And they started the construction and the improvements. Hey, there's mile point 1 5K fun run. I don't know who says a 5K is fun, but whatever, each his own. Anyway, it's now 2026, so 21 years later from the start of this program, from my understanding of when it started, is it's almost done. Interstate 91. We are now going underneath the interstate. Huh. I do not see any lights in here at all like the last one. Probably can't, well, there's houses right there, so I don't see why they can't get power here. For as long as I can remember living in this area, this tunnel has always been here. I've always seen it driving up and down the interstate. I always wanted to actually go underneath it, see what it is. Now 20 years later, I have. Oh, there's the interstate. Rough trail ahead. Ain't that the truth? That's just life. I keep putting my camera away, and then I keep having to pull it out because the scenery is just amazing. Like, I want to share it with everybody. I mean, look at this. The rivers and the streams, the construction that's gone into making all of this. Like, I want to make my time hack, but at the same time, I want to show everybody this too. Like, there's another tunnel coming up here. Look at the scenery. Like Route 2B, or not 2B. I've been on above that road. Sorry, not above. I've been up above on that road all my driving life since I was 16. I grew up around here. I've never been underneath here. I mean, it'd be great if people would just stop, take their time, look around, and just enjoy the things of the unknown. A lot of people don't even know this is here. I was talking about this the other day. You can drive on the roads and be in the towns and the villages, and you can look out into the woods and not even know what's there at all. I'm coming up on 30 minutes. I feel, well, honestly, I feel stiff. I feel like if I kept this pace, I can do it all day long, to be honest. I am a little bit stiff. My right glute, the nerve in there, is kind of pinched a little bit. It's been acting up the last couple days. I'll tell you what though, the exercise stretching I do with my lacrosse ball, getting it right on that nerve cluster and just trying to stretch it out, it works really well. But I can definitely still feel it. Quads are starting to definitely fire up. I can feel them. But I wanted to check in because I want to try to do like a 30-30 pace, meaning a fast-paced walk, hike for 30 minutes, then a slight jogging jaunt for 20-30 minutes, because I need to get to Hyde Park as quickly as possible. Doesn't mean I need to get there dead, but I need to make sure I get to my objective on the time frame, 12 hours. With that, my fuel plan, about every hour, I'm gonna take a gel pack. I have them. It's no point on not using them. And then we revert back to video games. Yes, video games. When I'm playing like role-playing games, RPG games, strategy games, stuff like that, like I'll just throw it out there. Fallout, all right? Fallout New Vegas, one of my favorite RPG games. I will hoard and hoard and hoard my supplies to the point where the game literally glitches until I get rid of everything I've hoarded, because I am so afraid of having something and getting rid of it and then needing it 5 minutes later. That's unfortunately the mindset that I've gotten myself into, and it goes all throughout life too. I am a bit of a hoarder, but I've gotten better in the past of knowing that I need to use the equipment that I have. It's for a purpose. Come back to the gel packs and the water. It is 0 friggin' sense to have it and just carry it with me and not use it. I gotta remind myself every once in a while to sip on my water and take my gel pack. And with that, it is 33 minutes in. I'm gonna try to go to 1 hour mark. I just realized it's a bit slippery here too. It's like mossy, slippery area. Probably gonna go to the bathroom real quick and then pick up my pace for about 20 minutes. Then I'll probably take a gel pack. Check back in later. Bye. There's moments in my life where I wonder, what the fuck did I get myself into? My wife's biked this path before, and she told me from St. Jonsbury to Daneville, it's hilly. I get a good exercise. That's nice. Last 15 minutes, all I've been doing is jogging uphill. And it's not, a horrible hill, but it's definitely an incline for 15 goddamn minutes now. It was flat for about 2 seconds. That was nice. But I still got another 4 minutes, my 30-minute jaunt before I go back to my slow walking pace, or fast walking pace, sorry. Nothing's gonna be slow today. So far, everything feels like, yeah, it sucks, but I can make it. I'm not overly exerting myself, so I'm not doing fast, quick sprinting. I got distance miles to go. I passed the 3 mile mark, probably a quarter mile back there, so I got 30 more miles to go, roughly. Try not to think about it, but with nothing out here to listen to but the passing cars on Route 2, is kind of all I can really think about. What the fuck did I do? Again. Anyway, Charlie Mike. Okay. All right. We are 1 hour into it. I'm back to my fast-paced walk for now. Also time for my first gel pack. So I calculated I put the gel packs in my freezer last night so they freeze up. I don't really know why. Maybe they'll last longer. There's a theory behind it. But hour and 45 minutes they've been out of the freezer, and they're still a little cold. Had to smush it up. But here we go. First one. And yes, I realize I should have taken an actual hard count of how many I took. I made 10. Pretty sure I took 6, 7, or 8. My wife kind of rushed me this morning. I wasn't too thrilled about that. She wanted to get me out the door. But I was also procrastinating, so probably justly so. Here we go. Bottoms up. Definitely gonna taste the cinnamon and the turmeric. It's also a bit hard to get out because it's frozen. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, so bye. There it is, folks. Made it from St. Jonsbury to Danville. One town, done. So, back to my gel pack. I don't know if it was just frozen or if it was just too chunky when I blended it, but what I ended up doing was taking my Camelback, taking a squirt of water in my mouth and putting it into the gel pack to kind of loosen it up, and that worked quite well. Not thrilled by it, but we'll see how the next one goes in the next hour. I'm thinking just because it was still a little bit frozen. So, whatever. It is what it is. Charlie Mike. Very interesting. It's like a driveway of some sort, I guess. No, but there is a path right there, but it's very strange because there's wires up, like electrical fence wires. I don't know, that's just confusing to me, and there's no disconnects to take it off. Maybe they'd take it down for snowmobile season. I don't know. That's nice though. I like that. Out in the middle of nowhere. The only way you can get in there, well actually, I don't know if it's the only way, but it's access to the rail trail from somebody's land. Nice little American flag outside. I like that. That's the stuff I like going out and adventuring and seeing. But anyway, update. Now my camera's on. It's been 1 hour and 23 minutes. Got 7 more minutes till I jaunt. I'm not looking forward to that. I've been going just uphill for 1 hour and 23 minutes. The idea behind the hike and the jog is to attempt to use different muscle groups. So, with the hiking, I'm attempting with some ruck marching techniques of making the legs, or keeping the legs extended while I'm walking, instead of bending them like when you're jogging or running, because it's using different muscle groups. It's still using similar ones at the same time, but it's in theory the way my mind's thinking about it, in theory, it should help with some relaxation, or not even really relaxation. What's the word? I'm looking for the word now. Give certain muscle groups a rest. So I'm kind of experimenting as I go, really. The other factor to this is like, hey, why don't you just hike? Somebody's gonna say, just walk the whole thing, speed walk. Yeah, I could, but I'm trying for a time distance. So I know GPS said 12-13 hours to get there, but I'm almost thinking that's the average walking pace for people, and I'm trying to shave off 1 or 2 hours. Like, I've done a 13-mile before, and the GPS said it would take me like 6 hours to do, and I did it in half the time because I was, jaunting. So when I say jaunting, mosquitoes. All right, what is this? Park Road in Danville. I'm not actually 100% sure where this is in Danville. Anywho, back to what I was saying. So when I say I'm jaunting, look at the views. Look at that. That's why I'm here. That's Route 2. Anyway, when I say I'm jaunting, I don't like to say I'm running, because it's really not a fast pace, and I'm not shuffling. Well, it's kind of an airborne shuffle, but my knees are slightly bent. It's a very slow jogging pace, just slightly faster than walking, but I'm not doing a fast-paced run. My objective is to get to the end point, not gas myself out. Anyway, I'll be jaunting here. I'm also buying a new watch. Jaunting here in 3 more minutes. It's been 1 hour and 23. Over 10,000 steps. This thing isn't very accurate. Heartbeat's about 100 beats per minute. My average resting is about 75. It's not good. Well, it is what it is for me. It's not the greatest. The watch says I've gone 7.58 clicks. I don't know how accurate that is. I don't think it's very accurate at all. I really just keep it for the time and the heart rate. And even then, the heart rate isn't very accurate. I've used this on the treadmill, where I've used my watch and the handheld monitors on the treadmill, and they're completely different. Of course, this is not a very expensive smartwatch. I don't actually need a very expensive smartwatch. I just need to keep track of the times, have a stopwatch for when I'm exercising. I'm in the gym. I got my rest periods. That keeps me on track and focused with that. So, primary things I use. Let's go with my smartwatch for a second. I got about 2 minutes left. My smartwatch is hooked to my phone through an app, because life is all about apps these days, right? So I have the time. I can't show you on this second, but the time I have not a digital, but whatever the ones with the hands. Sorry, I've been hiking for a little bit. Mine's not all there. Got that heart rate monitor, steps. I don't even keep track of. I don't keep track of any of that, to be quite honest, because quite honestly, I just go. It doesn't really freaking matter to me. I just go. Coming up to mile 0.5. But anyway, smartwatch. I try to keep track of my heart rate. I have an average of what that reads for me. And I know for a fast-paced jog, my heart rate will go up to 140, 150. And that is sustained for me on that watch. In reality, it's probably more like 115, 120. But again, I don't really keep track of that. I go as hard as my body feels that it will allow me to go and still push through. Like right now, I want to go and I want to sprint hard and fast, but I know I'm gonna gas out. Anyway, back to the watch. I have a timer, and a stopwatch, and it has different settings on there, whatever exercise events that you want to do, and you can set them in the app on the phone to monitor which ones you want on the watch. But to be quite frankly, there's too many of them to monitor. So I set mine to marathon tracking, and not so much worried of the fact that if I'm doing a marathon or not, it's the data that it's reading to me. The marathon setting will give me, well, it's on right now. This button's also getting worn out. It's starting to stick. So it'll give me the steps, the kilometers, the kcals that I'm burning, and beats per minute for my heart rate, and the approximate speed that I'm going. It's all in kilometers and everything. And it is not accurate whatsoever. It's an estimate. Wow, it got dark all of a sudden. The canopy. It's spooky. It's actually quite refreshing. It's like one of them scary movie things. Didn't notice I was coming up into it until I got into it. Anywho, I gotta stop chit-chatting and Charlie Mike because my 30-minute mark is up. I'm really just procrastinating because I don't like jaunting. I prefer the hiking, but I have to make the time distance. Yeah, so the watch is okay. It serves the purpose for what I need it to do. It's really the only reason I am getting a new watch, just a regular Timex. I got that from Amazon yesterday. The only reason I'm doing that is because this button is starting to stick. I've had it for 2 years now. It's not an expensive watch. I just want to make sure I have a backup, so I have a timepiece with me. Yeah, I'm going old school. The non-digital one. I can't fucking remember what it is. It's bothering me. Okay, stop for a second. Site of the Pumpkin Hill Trestle. That is cool. So, this is why I'm here. I love nature. I love history. This is awesome. Just knowing, okay. So, it says 1889. That was a long time ago. This is awesome. It's history. Anyway. Okay. Took me by a little surprise. The name of that river we're about to cross on this bridge is called White Man Brook. Very original. Wow. It's not quite 30 minutes yet. Look. That guy's fishing. It's cool. I'm gonna scoot along up the hill. Then I'll come back to you because I don't like people watching. Anyway, try Mike. Oh, this fucking butt. Little froggy pond. All the baby froggies coming along. Quite wet here. Okay, so quick update. 2 hours in. About to get my second gel pack. That run wasn't horrible. This isn't meant to really be fun, but I can definitely feel my legs sore. I dare say the back of my left leg is starting to cramp up a little bit, so I'm going to get another gel pack into me. Probably get some more water. I also noticed I'm using this hike to also do a shakedown of my kit that I'm wearing. I probably can't see it all. I got some stuff. Okay, so I know from rucking that you want all your heavy gear up top to make it easier to carry. That's how it is. That works. The bottom pouch on my back, I put a Nalgene bottle in there. And I didn't take into account that the pouch is secured onto, this is a good spot to stop. The pouch is secured onto the camelback, but the camelback, the way it's designed is not to be secured on the back very well. What's going on here? So we got that. So that's a little bit heavy. I don't want that. I don't think this is really gonna fit anywhere in here. But I have to try, because quite goddamn frankly, I'm sick of it. Let's do this. I know I want to keep going every time I get a pouch, but to be quite goddamn frank, I think it's more important that the Nalgene bottle isn't screwing me up. So, the Nalgene going up front. Because what it's doing what the Nalgene bottle is doing is acting like a pendulum on the bottom, and it's making everything swing, which in turn is making myself harder to move. Believe it or not, I learned that in the Army the hard way. Tiny little E4, brand new infantryman. I didn't know any better. My leadership sucked. Well, they didn't know any better either. Was never actually taught how to pack my ruck, but put my sleeping bag on the outside bottom of my rucksack like a friggin' idiot, and it acted like a pendulum just swinging there. So in turn, what that did was it caused my forward momentum. So when I'm, walking, taking one step, that pendulum force is going in the opposite direction, and it's taking all the forward momentum out of me. I got a friend. Okay, so not ideal, but I'm not ideal time-wise, but I'm gonna just have to stop every once in a while, take the bag off, get down a gel pack, and go. Hopefully this is a little bit better. I'm not 100% which road that is just yet. I think I do know which road this is. I see the Danville trailhead up ahead of me, and that is Marty's first stop. That means, folks, I made it to Danville. It's almost 3 hours. When I was planning this route out, I was thinking about just training aspects. My wife suggested that I start in Jonsbury and I go to Danville for my training. And me being as stubborn and bullheaded as I am, said, I'll make a day of it. I'll go to Hyde Park. Just 36 miles. Approximately 12 to 13 hours. Here we go. There it is. Made it over the hill. Kind of the first goal checkpoint I had in my mind. I have another about 5 minutes before the jogging session's over. Sorry, 8 minutes before the jogging session's over. I can stop for a gel pack. Yeah, baby. There we go. Checkpoint 1 accomplished. Update to, well, yeah, baby. Badass biker outlaws right there. I do miss having my bike. I'm gonna buy one again someday. Anyway, I was saying, update. So my kit changeover for the shakedown. I moved the water bottle to the side and the gel packs that were in this pouch onto the back, which are significantly lighter than the bottle of water. The pendulum momentum has decreased, absolutely. Though now that water's in this pouch, it sticks out much more. So my arm keeps hitting it. But I can't have everything perfect. Just gotta suck it up and keep going. Anyway, I'll check back in shortly. Holy crap, it's nice. Ladies and gentlemen, mile point 10. That means about 3 hours I did 10 miles. So another 3 hours, that'll be 6 hours total. Should be at the 20-hour mark. There you go. Mile point 10. This is a very expensive multi-million dollar place because this is all private property. This guy is loaded. I don't know how he's loaded. I've actually delivered oil here before. I worked for another company. To that shed, actually. This guy has money to blow. This is all his. I can't remember the name. It doesn't really matter. But golly. Anyway, so that's mile point 10. Watch actually landed on 3 hours as soon as I got there. 3 hours, 1 minute right now. 10 miles. The 30 on 30, walking, jogging, jaunting, whatever, is holding out so far. Not exactly giving my legs a rest, but God. In 3 hours, 10 miles, I'm at my breaking point. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But I'm not at my stopping point. I'm gonna get past this section, get into the brush, get a gel pack down. I definitely do not like the fact that I have to keep taking my kit off to get to the gel packs. I would like to keep walking because every time you take, I've always learned, I trained, every time you take your ruck off or your kit off, it's just that much more heavier every time you go put it back on. Once you have it on and you're going, it just feels a lot more comfortable keeping it on. Because every time you take it off, it's like, oh, the weight's gone. Then you go to put it back on, it's just demoralizing. But it is what it is for now until I find out a better way to do the whole gel pack situation. I could do it in a dump pouch to be realistic, but then I have no place for my camera. So it's lose-lose, Charlie Mike. Well, I'm past the 10 miles. It's almost 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's only 20 minutes since I last checked in. And my high that I was at has definitely gone down. You know, I have the doubts, the second guessing if I can make this. So I just retied my shoelaces because my feet were definitely inflamed. That makes a world of difference, letting loosen up the laces just a little bit. Anyway, Charlie Mike. So that, I'm pretty sure I'm still in Danville. Yep, this looks like Danville Common. Over here to the right. So that should be Route 2, just yonder. Yep. The doctor's clinic should be right here somewhere. It's probably this building right here, I think. I haven't actually gone this way in a very long time. This is new to me. It's probably been here for a while, but from St. Jonsbury to Danville, this is the first store I've seen. There's supposed to be quite a bit of these along the trail, which I imagine they do quite well. Little rest area for people to stop. Place to fix your bike if you need to. It's a nice little, so all these old places used to be the old train stations. 3 more miles to go. Yep, that is an old train station from when this rail used to be part of the railroad back in the late 1800s. Of course, now you have some traffic. Skidoo. There we go. Coming up, this might take a little while for me to cross, which is one of the major roads that I gotta go across, which is Route 2. So that might take 2-3 minutes for me to actually get by. It's a major road. This is one of the crossings that I was kind of worried about. Hope I don't trip and fall, get run over. I'm gonna keep my camera on, just watch the suck as it goes. I got about 14 more minutes of my running interval, which whatever. I am not upset that this crossing is going to impede that. Knowing my luck, as soon as I get there ain't gonna be any cars. I want to keep up my running pace. Come on, truck, yeah. God damn it. See my luck? Didn't even have to wait. There we go. Da da da. Check the time. 3 hours and 48 minutes. "20 kilometers by this calculation. About 2 more kilometers, and that would have been the Spartan Beast in under 4 hours. Now, mind you, a mountain mile is completely different from a track, or in this case a trail mile. I would not be able to sustain this pace up the mountain. So 3 hours and 48 minutes, 20 kilometers. Again, that's estimating because I don't trust that watch is very accurate. Anyway, I'll check back in later. Bye. 4 hours in. First sandwich of the day. It's about 11:30. I said, oh, I'll just take a sandwich break right now. I'm not going to stop the walk. Oh, it's peanut buttery. So part of this road is closed. No big deal, there is a detour, as you can read the sign. I'll show you all later what they're doing. I think they're doing culvert work. Right now, I'm just gonna walk nice and slow because my legs are beat. I don't know if it's sustainable to keep up with these walk-run scenarios. My dogs are tired. Check back in. So, this is part of the rail trail construction, ongoing, always. It's actually pretty cool when you actually look at it. The amount of engineering that they can do with this. Okay, I'm gonna pause this and just get up there a little bit closer. So that's the trail that they're fixing. Put a new culvert in there. So I think it got washed out during the storms. Pretty cool what they can do. You know, engineering and capabilities and all that. But up top is where the rail trail would continue to and from. But it's all good. I might just walk at a normal pace, not a rucking pace. Just a normal walking pace for a while now, because my legs are kaputs. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have another Route 2 crossing up here. So I'll check in. Charlie Mike. Goodbye. I don't know what I'm looking at now. Why is this? That's better. So that's Hastings store. We're in West Danville now. We're about to go into Joe's Pond. I've reached past mile point 14. 4 more miles and I should be halfway there. Another crossing right there over Route 2. Not horrible. Traffic, you know, it's like playing Frogger. Wait for traffic, go by. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So Hastings store. What year is this? So about 9 years ago, sorry, I'm gonna be killed for this. 10 years ago, it's a 10th anniversary this year. This is where my wife and I eloped. We had the Justice of the Peace. I can't remember her name, horrible names. But we said our vows at this covered bridge right here. 10 years ago. Yep, this is where we set our vows. West Danville Footbridge. Joe's Pond Memorial Bridge, 1977. Yep, said our vows there in the Justice of the Peace. Then about a month later, we actually had the celebration with the family and everything else. Here's to another 10. Joe's Pond. I figured I'd make it at least this far. Probably about 14.5 miles right now at this point. Give or take. I don't know. I'm guessing. Anyway, Joe's Pond. More Joe's Pond. Almost on the other end of it. 4 hours, 51 minutes. 9 more minutes to go on this stretch. Run. Come on. There's Mama and Baby Loon out there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I'll zoom in probably later. This is the end of Joe's Pond. Coming up on one of my favorite places on Joe's Pond. It's a little bitty shack. Quite literally in the middle of nowhere. The only way you can get in and out is if you either use an ATV or a bike or something. And I'm pretty sure these are the only people allowed to have a ATV on or UTV on the rail trail. Everybody else is not permitted. The hardest part about the rail trails is actually finding open spots where you can go pee, like right now. There are rest stops along the way, but if you gotta go where there's no place, you just gotta go. Oh, I'm gonna walk for a minute because that last jaunt really hurt me. And then my camelback's almost out. Scratch that, my camelback is out. Good. That's about 2 quarts worth of weight I can get rid of. Jesus Christ. Oh, crane. Oh, you fucking asshole. Okay, you know what? I really hate this fucking button. There it is, my favorite camp on Joe's Pond. Camp Swampy. Because you can't get anywhere near it unless you come on the trail, because there is no other way here. I would live in that 24/7 if I could. I wish I could. Jesus Christ, that'd be awesome. Anyway, I passed mile marker 18. It is now 4 hours and 58 minutes. It says 27 clicks. Okay. My legs are hurting me. I don't know if I should just keep drinking from the canteens and bother to fill up my camelback. But, ooh. Chirp, chirp. This is why I'm out here. To appreciate this stuff. Not many people do that. Definitely a swamp. Anywho. So when I first started on the rail trail, I started at the beach at Joe's Pond, because you can park there, come all the way down to this intersection right here, and that's as far as you can go because that's all they had at that point. And go there and back, and I think that was a 4-mile jaunt, and that was hard for me. I don't know, probably 8 years ago or so. But here we go. Why I kept the camera on just for a second or two. Now in Cabot, in Joe's Brook. This is what I don't like about the rail trails, because you know, the trains were here, and the straighter the trains can be, the easier they can move. But you get to a straightaway like this, it's like never ending. Messes with your mind. But I passed mile 17. I don't know how much more I can jaunt, so I'm just gonna try to huff it out and walk as quickly as possible. I know nobody can blame me if I want to quit, because I already did 17 miles. It's 5.5 hours, close to 5.5 hours now. Pretty much non-stop. Only stopping here and there for a minute or two to gel pack up. Fucking horseflies are everywhere. It's really starting to drive me crazy. Oh, you're on my fucking camera. But I'll wait to see what this sign says. Maybe it's the Cabot Walden line, I predict. Go away, fly. Yep, Cabot Walden line. And there looks to be some sort of doggo on the Cabot line sign. It's weird. But that way's Walden, that way's Cabot. And they both have a mess of goddamn horseflies. Okay, Charlie Mike. There it is, folks. Mile point 18. I can tell you right now that I am not ready for this ultra in September. I am only halfway to my point right now. Well, halfway through this 36 miler. 5 hours and 40 minutes. I suppose my wife's probably expecting well,